Jared, what has the last few years here at Georgia been like for you, sort of waiting your turn and improving? What has this journey sort of been like since you've gotten to Georgia?
Honestly, it's been a long one. Being just developing over the years, and knowing I didn't really know what I was kind of getting myself into coming here, but quickly I figured it out. So I knew that I was going to have to wait my time and develop, and that's what I've done over these past 2-3 years.
Jared, just going back to your high school recruitment, if I remember correctly, you were committed to Georgia, flipped to North Carolina, flipped back to Georgia. So just take me through that whole process, what went through all of those decisions.
Committed to Georgia, then I ended up, flipping it to North Carolina in the midst of COVID. That was kind of a family decision and an emotional decision that I made. I think I made it too quick, but I ultimately ended up here, so happy where I am.
You talked about the development that you've had over the last couple of years. Where is the area that you feel like you've developed the most?
Definitely mental, because coming out of high school I was a tackle. Then coming into here I got moved into guard, and then I did like a year and a half of guard, both guards, and then I started playing center a little bit. So the mental part was definitely the biggest jump for me coming to Georgia.
What was the hardest thing about making that transition to center, given you've never played it and it's quite different from guard and tackle?
Honestly, just like I said, the mental aspect of it is just you're thinking about so many things. Checks. You're looking at the D linemen, linebackers. You might be even looking at the free safety rotation. It's probably just learning defenses at that point.
Just curious, offensive line, like no other position, it tends to have to wait for a while before they get a chance. Is that something that's discussed and talked about a lot in the room by Coach Searles or whatever? And then I wonder, to this point, what would you say has been your most kind of extensive action in a meaningful game?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
So I'm sorry for long question. I just don't know if this will ever come
out.
Just the patience part of it, is that discussed like in the O-line room? Does Coach Searles talk about, hey, it takes a while to be able to step in and play? And then I was asking secondarily to that, what is your most extensive, meaningful play to date?
Yes, I think he talks about it, because we got a lot of good guys in that room, and like I said, I had to come in here and I had to wait my time, because there's older guys that have deserved what they have given. So that's pretty much that. And what was the second question? I'm sorry.
What's the most extensive gameplay you've had so far, and where you felt like you really contributed?
Probably I think last week, honestly. I say last week. I think I played pretty good. I had like 20 to 25 snaps. Probably last week.
Jared, in your time here, who are some of the older linemen that you feel like have really helped you, the guys that kind of took you under their wing and helped you sort of learn the ropes?
I feel like all of them I feel like our room is one of the tightest groups in the country, honestly. We're so close. We hang out outside of the facility. We do things off the field. But if I had to say one guy, I'd probably say Sed, because moving to center, it's a lot, and especially here in this offense, and especially when Coach Munkin was here, and how he ran things. But Sed he's been a great mentor to me. I sit right beside him in the meeting room, so anytime he's writing something down, I'm writing it down. Anytime Coach Searles is talking to him, I'm making sure I'm on my P's and Q's with it. So yes, sir.
Now that you've watched a couple weeks of your film, what are some of the little things that you want to work on in your game and then the offensive line as a whole?
Honestly, just moving when I'm in at center and then moving to guard. It's kind of like your feet get a little wonky, but like other than that, I think I'm doing pretty good. But moving from left guard to right guard, then to center, it's not really a big thing, but you got to think about it though.
Yeah, you talk about Sed there. How much has having a veteran like that, a guy who's played the position for so long, helped you in your development of that position?
It has helped me so much, because a 3-year starter in the SEC that means a lot. So he's a guy that comes in, works hard every day. He's a leader. I call him the captain of the ship. And, he runs it. He tries to run it the best way he can, and he's been a big helpful to me.
Yeah, with that move to center, I would imagine you took on more responsibilities with like mic identifications and stuff like that. How long did it take you to kind of figure that part of the game
Honestly, I can't even put a timetable on it. It kind of just take it in one day at a time, especially at center, because there's a lot of things coming at you at one time. So I can't really tell you how long it took. I just kind of took it day by day and just kind of went, and we're here now.
You and Amarius came in the same class. What's the biggest difference that you've seen from him this year as a starter as opposed to years past?
I think his mental has gotten a lot better. He's grown up a lot, matured, and last year he was splitting reps with Warren McClendon, but I think his mental has improved a lot.
In splitting time between center and guard, what do you feel like is the key to being that versatile and being able to move around like you have?
I think one thing I have is athleticism. I think I'm pretty athletic, so and then being able to move laterally and stuff like that, from going to the left side to the right side, then to the middle. I think my athleticism is where it's at. Yeah.
Yeah, when I asked Coach Smart about you yesterday, he mentioned your effort level. What's the key to playing, with high levels of effort? And you mentioned your athleticism. If I'm correct, both of your parents were athletes as well.
Mm-hmm. They were.
Talk about them as well.
What was your first one about Coach Smart?
Playing with effort.
Oh, I think effort is something you gotta have. You gotta want to put in effort. Nobody can make you do it. Put in the effort to do something. You have to do it yourself. And my mom, she played basketball in middle school and high school, and then she hurt her knee, and then she went to cheer. But my dad, he was a really good football player. He actually, my high school coach, Coach Adrian Snow, he coached him in high school. So when I got to high school and I told him who he was really happy that he had me. So yeah.
I was wondering, I've actually forgot my question.
Good.
Having the best of us, Chip.
You said you've grown a lot mentally. Just kind of, what was your timeline? What was physically height and weight as a freshman, and then height and weight now?
I love that. My height and weight as a freshman coming, I think it was like 6'3", like 335 maybe, 340, and now I'm probably about 6'3", 6'3 and a half. I'm at 305. So yeah, the strength staff and the nutrition staff here is top tier. Working with them and just getting my body right and forming my body to how it's supposed to be. They've helped me a lot with that.
Helped you grow half an inch.
Well, that's just time itself. So.
Just wondering if there's a little bit of a different vibe around the complex with it being the SEC opener this week, and you guys have a pretty significant home winning streak. I don't know if it's even discussed, or do you guys talk about the streak you got going on?
No, we don't talk about things like that. We just kind of worry about opponent week by week, and we just go to work every day.
Jamon said earlier this week that this is a statement game for y'all. What is the statement that y'all want to try to make?
Relentless. We're one of the best teams in the country. We are the best team in the country, and just want to come out and attack, and prove who we are.
You talk about your versatility, being able to play all the inside spots, but if you were to get the opportunity to play at the next level, is there a spot where, like, if I were to play in the NFL, I would feel more comfortable here and I would dominate there?
Anywhere.
Talked a little bit about Mike IDs. How long did it take you to learn how to snap and take steps?
In high school, I snapped a little bit in the off season, our off season little workouts that we had in high school. But coming into here, especially when you're thinking about mic points and you're thinking about linebackers and D linemen, it's just like the last thing that I think about is snapping the ball. So when I first started moving to center, my snaps were all over the place. I'm getting cussed out left and right, but I'm taking it day by day and just working on little things day by day. And
Last question, anybody? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Jared.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Jared.
Smoke.